Hi, blessings, everyone. It's Friday today, I believe. Just checking, yep. I get Fridays and Saturdays. Something happens when it gets towards the end of the week where it all dissolves into nothingness for me. There's nothing, excuse me, I'm just getting myself ready here. Yeah, there's nothing happening with regards to time at this time of what they call the week. Everything just dissolves over a few days, which is interesting. I feel it's probably connected with the environment that I'm living in, where people are moving around in time, and I can feel the changes in the behaviour of the souls that are here when it gets to a Friday. Anyway, message coming through today. I'm just asking for this message to be for the highest good and for the heart, divine flow, and harmony for all and everyone that's listening. Yeah, the message that's coming through today. The energies, first of all, over the past few days. It's probably been most of this week. I've been feeling a big change in my energy. I can really feel the embodiment process speeding up, and my cells are vibrating at a different frequency. I've been resting a lot and resting the body. Sleeping possibly. Never quite sure whether I'm sleeping or not. I'm certainly doing something, but my consciousness shifts and I just really need to be silent. So there's been a great deal of silence since yesterday that you might be aware of. Another portal opened up, and the stillness is extremely deep. And it's very, very silent and very quiet. And I'm experiencing more integration within the body. The crystalline body is quite something. It's uncomfortable. It can be quite painful at times, but not for long. Just moments of sharp frequencies coming through the bones. It's amazing, actually. So I've got some clarity this afternoon. So I'll just share this message that's coming through. We've had these hurricanes over the past few months they're very disturbing if you're really tuned into the earth. And there's a feeling of opposites happening. This is really interesting because I'm very aware that there's chaos going on in the other side of the earth, the States, and these massive waves that are happening. And then there's also the gateways opening up, which are bringing in a deep sense of peace So there's this movement that's happening within the body that is really about looking at life and looking at what's going on with Mother Earth from a place that feels more rooted internally. And I'm feeling this soul connection coming through that is really part of the big picture. It's a multidimensional self, but there's more of a foundation happening at soul level. So there's a deep awareness there that is really interesting because I'm observing it and I'm watching and I'm listening and feeling into these experiences and these energetic shifts. The message that I want to share is about the loss on the planet with regards to human life and any fear that's generated around that. As we become more and more compassionate towards one another, there is a deep feeling of this is something that moves beyond the sadness of sharing and feeling at a level that feels it is very heart connected. I'm just trying to get these words through here. Come on, words. Yeah, this feeling of being human and also having a brother or sister in another part of the earth who's really going through a lot of change, and others that are moving and out of the body. At soul level, I see this portal of light that is a space where the souls are leaving the planet. They're moving out of the energies here and into a higher source of energy. There's also a sense of awakening happening at the same time for those of us that are opening and awakening inside, becoming more sensitive. And this movement that's happening at soul level and this fear that can be associated with it, death and this energy of death. I don't really like the word death because it's not what I feel and it's not what I get shown in terms of the reality. We're all living on a planet that's going through a huge change. So we can experience and be with this loss that's happening through a place of neutrality, where we can observe and watch what's happening without feeling the emotions and the sadness. But there's also a deeper connection happening with the transition that we're going through internally. There's a reason for me talking about this, because they're interconnected. As we're going through our own cellular shift in energy through these downloads that we're receiving, we're actually going through our own what you might call death experiences within the body. The body's becoming lighter, so it's releasing and going through this transition of movement at cellular level. And there can be a feeling of loss there inside, because we may be feeling that we're losing ourselves, or we're losing the part of ourselves that is connected with the body. When someone is going through a death experience where they're actually physically leaving the body, it's a very similar experience. And what we're experiencing at cellular level as we move through these light codes and these crystalline energies is our ability to really be in the higher consciousness and actually be living through our awareness of heaven on earth. A death experience is someone is actually moving into the light of themselves, and it happens usually through a painful experience, or they may be suffering in some way, or it may be that the movement is fast, which seems to be what's happening with these tsunamis that are happening, and lots of loss of life. So this energy is affecting the human race as this movement goes on, and these souls that are leaving are actually paving the way for the new energies coming in, and for the new souls that are coming into the planet, and this new vibration, the new children of the new earth. So there is a cycle going on. It's like a recycling process, and everyone that's connected is moving through their own inner process, which is deeply feeling and deeply connected. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. There is a really powerful sharing happening at soul level. We can say prayers and we can send energy to these occurrences and these destructive energies that are coming onto the planet. And we can ask for the souls that are leaving to be in the light of themselves and moving through these passageways of time into the infinite. And this is a state of grace. And there is a sense of unity there in terms of what appears to be an imbalance. The movement and this cycle that I speak about is about the light moving out and then the new light coming in. So we have this cyclical energy, and we have a cyclical nature. The body is cyclical for all of us, male and female. So we feel within the body the movements of the earth, and we can feel the planets and the moon, and this sense of awareness that we have, where we're complete and whole and in balance with all of life. The shift in our consciousness is allowing us to experience and go through these death experiences, but still maintaining a body. Where we become enlightened, I guess you would call it. But there is this sense of purpose within it. And the purpose is about the sharing that's happening. The wholeness and this holiness that I speak about, the sacred. This deep unity is where we are doing our own work in terms of our own energetic experience for the good of all, and it is for the whole planet. So we can really bless these souls that are moving out of the body and moving through these shifts on the earth, and send gratitude and love for their transition and all that they've shared during their lifetime on earth. It's interesting. When the body is released and the energy is part of the oneness and this higher consciousness that is enveloped through this release of the body, then there is a sense of deep peace, unity, and a freedom, of course, as everything becomes lighter. So the lightness of being is also part of the divine plan with regards to our own awakening process. When we maintain our energy and we become part of this higher consciousness, we can connect at soul level. And as I was mentioning in a previous video, there is access to a higher source of wisdom and knowledge that comes through, where we can literally access anything that we choose in terms of our awareness. So it's a very powerful movement that's happening, and there is a beauty in it as everything becomes lighter. In the future, there should be less suffering for humanity. There should be more awareness by the individual about a holy and a holistic life, living from a place where we maintain our energy and we live a truly healthy and free life. And this is a process that we're in at the moment, is where we're becoming more and more aware that we don't need the outside connections. We can live without them. We can really feel our inner beauty in there, and everything that is whole and sacred as a place of flow, and where the energy is continually flowing, and we're moving through these energies as a process. And it is about recognizing that life is a process. It's all energy that's shifting and moving, that we can identify with ourselves from a place of wisdom and light, where everything feels complete. And this lightness of being is really moving us internally into this state of grace that I'm feeling today through this portal that we're in at the present time. So I guess the message that's coming through is that there is this deep sensitivity that we're sharing. There is a purpose in it. And also everything that is interconnected is really blessed. And that we're on this journey together as one source, and a deep love and unity for one another. That's beautiful. So I'll just finish with a short meditation. If you'd like to connect inside, and we're just connecting in with our inner awareness and this deep love for life inside. Unity and balance. Our soul love, and our spirit of light. inside, and blessings of the one source of life. I'm just blessing this transition of Mother Earth and humanity. Blessing the oneness of life. The human soul and the freedom of belonging. Belonging to one another and truly connecting with the love that we share and peace. And we can just extend this love to these areas of the globe and the movement that's happening and the loss of life. And so we're just sending energy to all the souls that are moving from the planet into the light and the joy of freedom. Automatically, Martin, I'm just asking for peace, for all the families and the communities that are being affected. May there be support and love. And we're just going to receive a blessing. Blessings to everyone. There's more light coming in since I did the meditation. It's been very dark in Edinburgh today, and it's really feeling the winter energy coming in. Everything is changing. So have a beautiful day, and I'll speak to you soon. Namaste.